We did that last time, didn't we? We've already done that. We've already done the Inspector Gadget theme song. How you guys doing? How's it going? I hope you guys are having a good start of your Monday. We're going to see if YouTube cooperates, if OBS cooperates, and if my internet, if the Dark Overlord's Cox internet cooperates this fine day. So welcome. Yo! Welcome to the Pig Trail Network. Almost said Hog Talk Podcast. Welcome to the Pig Trail Network, everybody. Remember to like, comment, share the content that you just watched. Of course, if you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button. It's somewhere on the screen down below. I got something to show you guys here in a minute. I'm so excited. Felt like forever. I know, Gavin. Like, oh my God. Felt like forever. You gotta understand, this is a one-man show. I gotta copy and paste all this stuff everywhere. I gotta put it up everywhere. It's just, it's a lot. Hang on, we got, let's make sure we got all of our links out too, right there. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, remember guys, please share the content, please. Let's see, after all the shit we talk, I seriously hope they beat us next year. I don't know what you're talking about, Kelly Marie. I did see that you shared on Twitter. I appreciate that as always. Hi, Ty. Hey, Castle Lord. How's it going? How you doing? Surprised his internet let us. Isn't that the truth? Twitter, I don't know what was going on. I had that tweet up, and then I'm going to have to, let me correct that really fast. Let's correct that. You guys, here we go. Here we go. We live. Mark, I'm going to quote you, all right, buddy? We live. We're talking about Odom as DC and some OC prospects. For the Razorback, for the Razorbacks. How about, oh my gosh, did you guys, some good basketball over the weekend, men's and women's. Just slayed it. They just slayed it. Let's go. Click and join. Oh my God. What a shill you are, Ty. What a shill. Click and join. Click and join. Oh my God, I keep hitting. You guys remember home row and keyboard? Did you guys take that class? It's like I've forgotten it. My teacher would be upset. My home row or my keyboarding teacher would be upset. Click to join. There we go. All right, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. I'm going to retweet you. And then because I don't have the Hog Talk. So I accidentally, I deleted it. I don't know what I was doing. So I don't know if you guys noticed. I've been going at it with some LSU fans over the weekend. Not really going at it, just having a lot of fun with them. It's been an absolute blast. I put up I don't know if you guys saw the video or not, but this lady is slapping her baby, but she's clapping, but instead of using her hands like a normal human being, she's holding her baby and she's slapping her baby to clap. It's obviously not LSU. I mean, you talk about baiting people. And what's sad is like Arkansas fans fell for it. That was disappointing. Oh my God, keyboarding sucked. I know it was. I had it at Ramey Junior High and it was terrible. Fishman, thanks for the $5 donation. What happened to the Musselman defense? It seems to be slipping. That concerns me. It's, you know what though, you can't expect them to hold everybody under 60 points. It's just not going to happen, Fish. Especially when you start playing better and better teams. Listen, Tulsa was 8-2, and I think they averaged north of like 75 points a game. I had to learn keyboarding on typewriters in Louisiana. Yeah, no, we had typewriters. That's what we had. 1997, Ramey Junior High in Fayetteville, when we were the Indians. What are they called now? The Ravagers, because you got to be all PC and shit. I got something to show you. You guys are going to be... Actually, I already showed you in the picture. If you got the picture on YouTube, check this out. Check it out. Bam. Oh, what's that on the side? It says it right there. Ty Hudson. On the side, we got the glasses. It's like life in HD. You don't realize, some of you. You don't get it. This is wonderful. I can actually kind of see chat. I had typing about 1,000,000 years ago, wrote on stone tablets. Yeah. I don't know that my kids would know to, like one of those old school typewriters. I don't even know what they wouldn't know what to do with it. Bentonville High had computers. In the late 90s, did they? You guys are fancy. Got that Walmart money. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if you've seen that tweet or not. It's hilarious. I'm disappointed that Arkansas fans fell for that. I'm disappointed. One of the Hog fans, he's got a lot of followers. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to throw shade at the guy. But this guy argues with everybody, and I just had a feeling. I had a feeling he would come through, and sure enough, he did. And I was just, it was great. It was funny, too, because other Hog fans called him out. It was wonderful. Go check it out. Man, I've never had to mess with anything but a nice computer. Hell yeah, my older brother went to Ramey. Yeah, man, Ramey Junior High. Oh, man. It didn't, let's see, I didn't learn on a typewriter. How old are you, Ty? I'm 36. I'll be 37 in July, okay? That's where the Tyzilla 83 comes from. I'm old. If I shaved this beard like I said I might if Arkansas, well, no, I said I would if Arkansas covered the spread by half. I think the spread was like, I forgot, it was ridiculous. I said if Arkansas can hold it within like 21 and a half, I would, or 21, I would shave my beard. I've got major baby face. Yeah, I'm 36. 36, okay. My goodness, you guys should see my note sheet. Also, a heads up. Okay. I don't, if you're going to donate, again, I want to say this. I appreciate Fish for donating the $5. Please, if you do, though, use my PayPal. The link is down below, or just join up on the Patreon and become a monthly subscriber. It's $4 a month. You're helping a creator out. You're helping a YouTuber/podcaster. This is like it really is like a full-time job. It helps. Every little, even if it's just $4 or $2 in the tip jar, that's great. But don't donate here. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to get into it, but there's a whole bunch of rigmarole stuff with how you receive the donations on Google still. Oh, no. T-Dub. Right after I said that. Oh, thank you. But long story short, I can't pull the money out, and I don't know why. I still don't know why. I know now it's factored in with your monetization, right? We figured that out a couple months ago, remember? But I still haven't, like I've got some money. I'm looking at my YouTube Studio, the app for content creators on YouTube, and it says the money's like right there. And I'm like, okay, so how do I throw it into my PayPal? There's no way to do it. I'm still figuring that out. I don't know, but I appreciate it, T-Dub. I really do appreciate it. Oh, it's good stuff. Okay, my note sheet is, yeah, I know. Right as I said that, Dylan, I know. Tell me about it. My note sheet is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like it takes up my entire screen here. I'm sure you can see it on the reflection of my glasses. It's one of the reasons why I put my glasses on. Yeah. All right. We'll start off first. I know we're going to talk about Barry Odom and in the OC prospects. We'll get to that in a second. But I want to start off with Razorback basketball really quick. Mason Jones was awarded SEC Player of the Week. He currently, statistically, he leads. Get this, guys. He leads the SEC in steals at 20. He's ranked first in free throws. Now, I don't have the specifics on that. That's what Razorback basketball threw up. I don't know what that means. Is that like total points from the free throw line? Is that, surely it's not, maybe it is percentage because he's only, missed one all year. Maybe it's number one in free throw percentage. I don't know. And then he's third in scoring in the SEC, and he's ninth in the SEC in field goal percentage, shooting roughly at 51. I think 51.5%. Mason Jones he balled out, guys. What do you have, like 40-something points? 40-something points against a Tulsa basketball team that was 8-2 walking into Bud Walton. They're going to be down in Little Rock this next weekend. And if you guys go, let me pull that up. See, can you see the reflection of my screen? Isn't that, it's my one hesitation with these glasses. Yeah, it's Valparaiso, the Crusaders, who are 6-4. Arkansas will take them on. Arkansas in Little Rock. I hate that place. I don't mind them playing in Little Rock. That I've not ever heard anything good. I've been in there once to watch a circus. Arkansas favored at 85% in that game, by the way. But more on basketball really quick before we move on. Yeah, they beat Tulsa 98-79. Mason Jones was definitely the MVP. 41 points, 6 rebounds. He damn near had a double-double. I mean, he just balled out. Nothing new. Yeah, they're going to be in Verizon Arena. I don't know. And the women's, can't forget about the women. They absolutely stomped the Northwestern Demons 99-39. Ladies just continue to kill it. Go watch them if you get the chance. So, yeah. All right. So how you guys been doing? How's your weekend? I'm way behind in chat here. That's okay. I do appreciate it. I do, Mr. Tito. I really do appreciate it, but I don't know. I cannot. Maybe I'm too old. I'm going to have my boy Big Fry. Maybe he'll pop in here. I'm going to have to talk with him, get this figured out. I still cannot figure out for the life of me. I thought, like Patreon, you get paid out once a month, and it just comes out of like they take their percentage and then they shoot you the rest. And it was just like once a month. So what I understood was with Google or YouTube was that the money, the donations sit there and they accumulate along with your monetized videos, like how much however much money you net. Then at the end of the month, you get that money sent to you. I've been sitting on that same amount for like 2 months. Well, a little bit more. I mean, obviously, but I can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So please, if you want to donate, please click on the PayPal down below, or just sign up for the Pig Trail Network Patreon. I've also made some other decisions with the channel. I'm going to just continue to call this the Pig Trail Network, and the Pig Trail Podcast is just the Pig Trail Podcast. Like you guys know, I'm not throwing these episodes or these live streams over there because YouTube is well, they're just assholes. They don't let me download the episodes until, like, the next day. I was trying to do that with the Hog Talk. Remember, we had episode, what was that, 46 that we did on that Sunday night where we had everyone's favorite guy on the radio, Zach Arns, when we had him on and we did this whole live show. I was never able to download that episode. I haven't even, last I looked, which was the end of last week, I still couldn't download it. So I'm not doing that. I'm not messing around with it. We'll just keep the Thirsty Thursday episodes there. So, 41 points. How about that? That's incredible. Ty, do you think Pittman will be here in 4 years? That's a tough one. I don't know. I like Odom. I really do. The Razor Files Podcast 2.0. Valpo at a neutral site is another good test for the Hogs. Will be fun to watch. Razorback they ought to win that one pretty easily. But it'll be a good matchup. They're not a horrible team. Let's see. That place is cool for concerts. I don't like basketball there. Yeah. Rhett Lashley, Chip Applewhite. Who is the next OC? Okay, well, I've got a sheet here. Actually, let's start with Odom first, really quick. I wanted to touch on the what's up, Tyler Edmonson? How you doing? Odom is announced officially today as the defensive coordinator for the Razorbacks. I went and looked these numbers up. So Mizzou's yards allowed per game, ranked. You guys can guess along here. 21st in the country in yards allowed per game, 331. Where's Arkansas ranked at? You guys want to guess? I know you're like a solid 30 seconds behind me, but I knew it was bad. I haven't actually stopped and looked at the numbers yet. I was going to do like a whole post-game live show last week. That was what was supposed to happen at the end of last week, and it never happened. Arkansas ranked. What's up, Cecil? How you doing, man? Hope all is well. What up, Ty? Do you think Odom gets named associate head coach as well, also coaching linebackers too? That's a good question. I could see that. I mean, his experience as a head coach obviously can't be underlooked, and I know that Pittman's going to rely on that. Arkansas allowed 100 and they're ranked 113th, but they allowed 471 yards per game to Mizzou's 331 per game. Now, he was the head coach, but defense is his thing, right? That's what Odom's obviously known for. Points per game last year, Arkansas, 39 points per game. That ranked 125th. Mizzou, 23rd in the country at 21 points per game. Now, again, I hope these numbers are updated. I think they are. Mizzou run defense, all right? Okay, all right, we'll start with Arkansas. 124th overall in the country run defense, 235 yards per game. Mizzou 38th in the country, 141 yards per game. That's a huge difference. And then pass defense, Mizzou ranked 14th in the country, giving up only 190 yards passing per game. Arkansas, this was their only decent stat, but let's be honest, because everyone knew you could just run all over Arkansas. They were 76th in the country at 235 passing yards per game. That's not too bad. But what I really like the most is just the 21 points. And I know that the SEC East isn't exactly as tough. You know, that gauntlet's not as tough as the West. But still, saying a lot. Let's see. Jacoby Kurzweil is supposed to sign on Wednesday at 9:50 a.m. Thoughts on him? As of right now, I think he's going to North Carolina. I do. I'm throwing money at my phone for your time. But it's not doing anything. You're having the same problems I am. Listen, guys, I appreciate you guys just stopping by. I really do. Don't feel obligated at all, please. If you want to throw a tip in the tip jar, hey, more power to you. That'd be great. Supposedly, they have their OC. Arkansas does? Yeah, well, okay. Well, let's go over the candidates really quick, who they might be. I've got it all typed up. I have some recruiting stuff, too, but we'll get to that in a second. Keep in mind, for those of you who are not in our Discord, this week I've been talking about it in my Discord a little bit and sharing some pictures. I am behind the ball this week. It's just been wild in this house. Our whole kitchen counter, like the whole sink, dishwasher, like that whole part of our house, we had to rip it up. So we can't wash dishes for like 2 weeks. It's going to take them a little while to get that built and installed. So we're scrambling to get this all kind of figured out and dealing with insurance and what have you. So I'm way behind as far as recruiting, but I do have some recruiting news. But first we'll get into the OC, to the possible offensive coordinators. All right? And then I'll get to chat here in just a second. I know you guys get a little upset when I don't read the chat, and I'm trying. All right. First name on the list is he's made everybody's short list. That's Chip Long at Notre Dame. He and Brian Kelly, obviously the head coach, had a mutual parting of ways. He's under that Bobby Petrino coaching wing. He was a grad assistant at Louisville, and I think he was a GA at Arkansas as well under Petrino. What I have heard about him, the biggest plus, and this is where I wish if I could talk to Zach Arns about this because he's a Notre Dame guy. The biggest plus on Chip apparently is his ability to work with quarterbacks and to work with what he has. But, I mean, when you're at Notre Dame, you've got more than most. So I don't know what the big appeal is with him. I really don't. Anytime – I'm always skeptical of these offensive coordinators who get let go of Power 5 gigs. Well, a place like Notre Dame. I'm always a little bit skeptical of those guys who don't work out at schools where they're loaded up with 4- and 5-star talent. And when they don't have an SEC gauntlet-like schedule. We know that even though the SEC's taken some steps back, let's be real, the talent pool is in the SEC on the defensive side of the ball. And you could kind of understand struggling here, but I'm sorry, Notre Dame's schedule. I'm always just a little bit skeptical. I'm not saying I wouldn't be all about it. Chip Long is apparently known as supposedly a quarterback guru. I'm sorry, supposedly. I've been corrected on that. Supposedly, for you grammar Nazis. But he's supposed to be a pretty good developer of quarterbacks. I guess, I don't know. We'll see if he doesn't wind up at Arkansas. I'm curious as to where he goes. Kendall Briles is another one, FSU offensive coordinator. We know what happened down there. Was thought to go with Kiffin to Ole Miss, but Kiffin hired Jeff Lebby as his OC. Then you've got Kel Gundy, the co-offensive coordinator at Oklahoma. Obviously strong Oklahoma ties. Can help you recruit a little bit in Texas, but mostly, he's been a part of a pretty successful system. He's coached across the board, running backs and wide receivers. And it's anyone coming out of that, like what Lincoln Riley has done at Oklahoma, it's hard not to look at someone like a Kel Gundy and think, well, maybe he could do it. He's been the co-OC, and I think he was actually hired on as the co-OC under Stoops, if I remember that correctly. But what they've done over there, they're averaging 440 yards per game in their. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. They're averaging the most yards in Oklahoma per game. That should be pretty obvious, and their points per game are also ridiculous. Oklahoma's killing it. I don't think they go far. I think Oklahoma gets eliminated pretty quickly, and I'm going to say this, and Porter is going to get upset with me. Well, maybe not. If he's in the audience, I'm sorry, Porter. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be sorry. I think Clemson wins this whole thing. I really do. But I know I shouldn't say that because LSU's on fire. But if Clemson had to play the week-to-week grind in the SEC, they wouldn't be undefeated. Just going to say that before I go off on a tangent. Okay, next up, Rich Rodriguez, former Ole Miss offensive coordinator. We all know about his past, or most of you do. Former head coach at West Virginia, Michigan, Arizona. Ole Miss offense last year was third in the SEC in yards per game, just south of 450 yards per game, but they were ranked 8th in total scoring in the league. And then you've got Major Applewhite, who's been an Alabama analyst. Obviously, really strong ties in Texas. So, I don't, again, if he's so great, I get that he's working under Saban in Alabama, and you should cherish that. And that should be something that appeals to you. Obviously, the connections in Texas. There's no doubt he would walk into Texas and help you out big time. I mean, that's Chad Morris level appeal as far as his appeal to that part of the state, to East Texas, to that whole damn state. The guy could walk in anywhere in that state and recruit just about anybody that he wants. So I get the appeal there. I just, again, when you're being listed as an offensive coordinator somewhere at another Power 5 gig and you're not currently sitting in that position, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. But he is an analyst at Alabama. I guess there's something to be said about that. So out of those, Chip Long, Kendall Briles, Kel Gundy, Rich Rodriguez, Major Applewhite, I want to know what you guys think. Yeah, Barry Odom. Yeah, I didn't mention that part. $1.2 million contract. That's, I think Chief was, 1.5? Thank God for Odom's buyout. He's only going to cost us 1.2. 7 wins his first year. That would be amazing for Kiffin. Amazing. Okay. Amazing for Kiffin. Yeah. Well, that would be really good. Too bad we couldn't have given Odom $1 million. Then we could get a B7 offensive coordinator $2 million and let Mizzou pick up the tab for the rest of Odom. Aaron Pitts. Let's see. What are you saying, Aaron? Sure on the quarterback thing, Alex. Oh, you guys are talking back and forth. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Aaron Pitts is asking about Odom's contract with Mizzou. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know his what his deal was over there. As far as his contract at Mizzou. I don't think that Arkansas had to pick up any tab. I don't think. Maybe not. I don't know. Watch Joe Craddock come back. No. Dear God, no. That guy's a bum. He's a bum. Throw him out. Let me get some of my green drink here. Some of my green drink. Ooh. This time it's green. Okay. Let me scroll up through chat. Let's see. How much is the dishwasher fix? I got money to burn. If it's too much, I got a really good trade. No, the dishwasher's fine. It's just we got to replace that whole damn sink. And I'm not real happy about it, but it is what it is. Losing to Auburn with Morris's OC will suck. I agree with that. That is going to suck. That's going to be salt in the wound. But you know what? Greener pastures, right? Let's see. I shoved a few bucks in the CD-ROM for you, Ty. But it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I love it. Ty, what do you think of Starkle leaving? Yeah, that was going to be the next thing I was going to talk about. I mean, it is what it is. See ya. Bye. I don't know, like, the future here. It's pretty obvious they want to stick with the RPO because Pittman made that very clear. Of course, he makes that clear. And I recorded all the podcasts last week. I was knocking them out. The Pig Trail podcast and the Hog Talk, and I talked about how I'd love to see the spread offense here. And then I went back and I finally was able to make some time and to watch the his interviews. And he talked about how much he wants to run the RPO, and I'm like, God. And I know people, the RPO is sexy right now. It has been for the last, I don't know, almost decade. I get it. it's just like everybody runs the RPO, but that's what they're going to do, and you are set up for it. I'll admit to that. Let's see. Do we know if Odom's contract is more than 1 year? I hope it's at least 2 years. Yeah, I don't have all the details in front of me just yet. I only know that he's making 1.3. I'm scared for our quarterback situation. I don't think KJ is ready, says Alex Strecker. That's what the offseason's for. That's what building in the offseason's for. Look, you got to wonder if that's something that weighs heavily on Pittman's mind. Who of his list, supposedly they already have the hire, but who on his list can develop a quarterback the fastest and maybe the best, but the fastest? Because year one, fans want to see at least something better, right, than what you've had the last couple of years at quarterback. See some sort of stability there. You need someone who can come in here and get that position right. I know Clint Sterner's name has been mentioned as a quarterback coach. I'm all for it. I know Porter said in Discord today that he wasn't sure that he was ready. Look, you got to start somewhere. And a quarterback coach, it's not like you're talking about bringing him in as an offensive coordinator, okay? Why not a guy who's an Arkansas guy? I mean, he obviously played here. Very well connected. He has a school where he's teaching quarterbacks in the summer. He knows what he's talking about. Listen to him when he was with the SEC Network. They had him break down quarterback play. It's pretty fantastic. And on top of that, you talk about Texas recruiting. I'd love to have Clint Sterner in the living rooms in Texas and any part of Texas. I think he still has some pull over there, and I'm all about Sterner as a quarterback coach. But so your OC. Is he going to develop the quarterback, and then who's going to be your quarterback coach? Who's the fastest at doing it? Who's going to run what system? And we know it's probably going to be the RPO. It's going to be the zone read, and that's fine. That is what it is. Again, you're suited to do that. I just think that well, I don't know. There's so much time. Apparently, Nikki Chavanel said today on Ruskin and Zach that she thinks they've got about 3 weeks to get it all panned out, to get everyone on board. I don't know. I heard that, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I get, at least you got to at least have your coordinators in position. When you've got Odom on defense, you got to have your OC pretty soon, I think, and then you kind of go from there. Maybe I'm late to the conspiratorial party, but I heard on Morning Rush Friday that supposedly Chad Morris was a plant by – oh, God. Yeah, okay. I don't get into that stuff. I'm sorry. That's all BS. If Lenny Jr. did what he did with tight ends, I don't see why Clint couldn't work something. And keep in mind, Barry Lenny did what? He didn't play tight end in college. He was a quarterback at Arkansas, and he did great with the tight end. I don't know why anyone would be – I don't understand the reservations with Barry – or, with Clint. I would love for him to come in and coach the quarterbacks and maybe take on the co-OC role. I don't know. Am I wrong, or would KJ be better at the spread running on his own versus design play? He's got a lot of work, and I'm all about KJ, but my thinking is you got to develop him and you got to give him time, and there needs to be somebody in place who can get the ball rolling now, and then he can learn behind. And hopefully by the time he's a junior, redshirt junior, maybe redshirt, his redshirt sophomore year, he's ready to come into that role. He's got a lot of work to do. I mean, I'm talking footwork, arm technique, release. I mean, he's so raw in the passing game that he's got a lot of work that needs to be done. And he's going to be a great RPO guy. Make no mistake about it. Hey, Ty, sorry I'm late, bro. How dare you, Mike? How dare you be late, Mike? I'm just kidding. Welcome. Thank you. I'm down with Clint with the quarterbacks. Clint, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's getting old quick, by the way. I don't mind the hashtag, but hearing them do that over and over. Why didn't Chad ever say thank you to the Razorback fans? I mean, he was hated. I mean, I hate to say it, but nobody would really want to acknowledge a thank you. I could see him doing something like what Brett does down the road where he congratulates some of his former players, but it is what it is. Hey, Ty, what's going on, Cobra? Hope all's well. Whatever we don't say a quarterback gave us a spark this season. The thing about a spark is that they fizzle out real quick. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't think Chad said thank you to anyone. Yeah, I don't think he did. Let's see. He thanked the fans in every press conference. Let's see. Alex says Lindsey Jones, KJ. We do not have a lot of options. I don't think we have a RPO quarterback. Well, you do. I mean, come on. Really? Those are all RPO guys. All those guys are mobile. They can run the RPO. It's just a matter of the biggest problem last year was, without a doubt, outside of Nick Starkel, although he threw 1,700 picks. I just saw him drive by my house and he threw an interception. But he was the only guy that gave you any kind of vertical threat. Those guys, they've got a lot of work to do as far as their passing mechanics. The RPO only works too, I think, if you have at least some sort of pass game. I mean, you got to be balanced with the RPO. It can't just be, zone read over and over, fake the give or take it. It can't be that over and over and over. You've got to spread it out, and you got to have a quarterback who can go vertical. I think every one of those guys are capable of running an RPO offense. Lindsey, did you watch him against Mizzou? That guy's pretty quick outside when he gets out of the pocket. Jones is obviously an RPO guy. KJ is. It's the passing element of the RPO that you're going to need, especially in the SEC, where everyone dominates around the line of scrimmage. All the best teams dominate around the line of scrimmage. It's just, I got to disagree, Alex. I think they have an RPO quarterback. I think it's just a matter of getting the passing game down, getting that understood a little bit better. Let's see. For Arkansas, we've hit rock bottom with Chad, but with Chad still there, it would have gotten deeper and deeper. Run, punt, offsides. Yeah, that's about what they were running. I agree with that. Let's see. You need a press pass for the football program. Man, tell me about it, Randall. You're preaching to the damn choir, sir. Maybe a JUCO. Yeah, so that's what I would do. I've said that from the beginning. You're going to have to go to the transfer portal or GA. You're going to have, or GA, sorry, a grad transfer. You're going to have to get someone here in quick. I'm not ready to say that any of these guys on campus are prepared right now. They're just not. Bring it, Ty. Look, man, we can disagree. I think they do. They just need some development. They're all freshmen. All these guys we mentioned. Rhett Lashley, I heard a rumor. Rhett Lashley is an Arkansas guy. Bring him on, but I don't see it happening. That's why I did not put him on my short list. I don't see him leaving SMU right now. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't. I don't see it happening. I'd love it, though. That you talk about a home run hire. Let's see. Alex Henderson, do you think that losing recruits to other schools is because of not having a named offensive coordinator full staff? No, I think that a lot of these kids realize, I don't know if they want to be a part of another rebuild. This is technically rebuild number 3 in the last, what are we on? 8 years. It's rebuild number 3. And also, it's hard for a new staff to come in and just start slaying it and recruiting. It just doesn't happen. The best thing that Chad did, if you guys remember 2017, when he was hired, he ended up getting Dorian Gerald, who's JUCO, top 2 JUCO defensive end, who will be back next year, by the way. I think he was cleared for his medical red shirt, so he will be back for his third year at Arkansas. But he pulled in Dorian Gerald and the wideout. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now. Someone help me out. I'm having a senior moment. Anyways, he brought in Dorian in the wideout. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's a 2-year starter. Sophomore this year. Ended up with 17 catches this year. Not too bad. God, why am I blanking on the kid's name? Someone's going to have to help me out in chat. I'm blanking. Someone bail me out. I need someone to bail me out. Trendon Holiday, 2008. Screw Gus. Can we pretend he doesn't exist anymore? But he does. And that's what sucks. He does, and it sucks. All right, you're going to make me do it. I'm going to have to just pull up. But, hang on. We're going to get it pulled up here. I can't believe I'm blanking on this guy's name. This is unreal. So he brought in Dorian Gerald and Mike Woods. Holy mother of God above, Mike Woods. That was the kid. Remember, he was committed with him at SMU and then followed him here. That's what he was able to do year one. That's hard to do, though, just not with Woods, but with Dorian, to be able to come in and do anything at all. I think before Chad took over as the head coach, I want to say Arkansas was ranked like 70. It was bad, and then he was able to kind of get it turned around. Maybe Pittman can do that. Pittman has a pretty high recruiting acumen, right? That's what he's known for. Maybe he can kill it. I don't know. You've got some announcements coming up this week. Let's go ahead and get on that topic really quick. Let me pull those notes up. Okay, yeah, so you've got 3-star, 6'6", 315-pounder offensive tackle Mizzou commit Ray Curry Jr., who's going to be announcing on the 18th at 1:30 p.m. I think he flips. Jacoby Criswell, 4-star. He took his visit. I think he has an announcement date. I haven't updated that part. I thought I saw somewhere where he does. Actually, someone in chat mentioned that earlier, but yeah, that's this week, right? The 18th, I think, is when he's announcing or when he's signing. I think he goes to North Carolina. But the biggest news, first off, Darren Turner. You guys remember him, 4-star wideout, 6'2.5", 6'3", 210 pounds. Was able to come on another official visit. Had a lot of positive things to say. He decommitted from Arkansas back on November 13th. He's going to make his decision on Thursday. He's going to decide between 5 schools: Tennessee, Ole Miss, LSU, Miami, and Arkansas. I feel like he recommits to Arkansas. I could be wrong. I haven't heard anything. I don't know anything, but I feel pretty good about him. And then Miles Slusher, 4-star defensive back who's currently committed to Oregon. He was the surprise visitor. I mentioned that in our Discord, but he was the surprise visitor. He'll be making his official decision at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Danny West crystal balled him last night. That sounds, I don't know, that sounds either like a drug. He crystal balled him, or it sounds like what they do in video games, which is called teabagging. I mean, that's where it's popular, talking about teabagging. Obviously, it happens in the real life too. But anyways, Danny West crystal balled him to Arkansas late last night, Sunday night. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Think they can flip old Miles Slusher? That'd be big time. Slusher is a big time defensive back. I think there's a shot here. It's interesting because a lot of people really thought he was going to stay committed to Oregon, and then maybe he just kind of had just like a moment. You know what? I'm going to open up my commitment, but at the end of the day, he still might. I don't know. But if you land 2 out of 4 of those, you got to think that's pretty successful. I think Arkansas's got a shot at getting 3 out of the 4. Again, that's Ray Curry, the offensive tackle, 6'6", 315, highly rated 3-star. I think you get him. I'm liking his odds to commit to Arkansas. Then you got 4-star defensive back Slusher. I think you have a shot. I'm not saying that he does commit, but there's a shot there. You've got Jacoby Criswell. I think he sticks with North Carolina, and then Darren Turner. I'm starting to believe he recommits to Arkansas. I think he likes, he's familiar with Fayetteville, the campus, the university, the players, all that. I just have a really good feeling about it. So. That's the committing, or that's the recruiting. That's your recruiting update for right now. I know there's more stuff out there. A lot happened. I don't have all the details. I don't have everything, but it is it is really our 3rd rebuild, or is this the 10th year of our rebuild? It's just been all one giant rebuild, hadn't it, Alex? That's what it's been. Let's see. What about the tight end? See, I don't know what you're talking about. What tight end? Which one? Ruben, you're going to have to be more specific, buddy. Still no TV after a decade. What? A teabag is always appropriate. Oh, it is. Crystal balling. And I text that to my dad. Oh, my God, it was so funny. I text that to my dad. I said, Danny West crystal balled, and I forgot who it was. that happened with, and I said that, and my dad was like, who's Crystal Ball? Oh, I died laughing. It's new. It's a new term. Let's see. Just no one else brought up Feinbaum. So, yeah. Did you guys hear about Josh Bertuccini going on Paul Feinbaum? And I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I guess Bertuccini just kind of crapped all over the hire with Pittman. I don't know if that's true or not. Ty, I think we have a shot at Criswell. He's big time. I hope so, at least. Right now, I just don't. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. The people I've been able to reach out to as far as good recruiting information are not. They have not heard anything. And typically, when a camp shuts down like that, when I mean by their camp, you've probably heard me say that before. That's his family, friends, his close group of friends and family. Their camp. When they shut down like that, that means they've got a pretty good hold on things, and that there's a reason why they don't want the local media to know. That could be good or bad. I don't know. Crystal balling sounds like a dirty meth move. Hey, you want to go crystal ball? I'm pretty sure it is a drug term. I saw that on Feinbaum's show. That is an idiot. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I want to go back and watch it. I saw someone posted it. Any idea who are up for running backs? I have no idea right now, Alex. I have no idea. It's all going to depend on who they hire in as the OC. Let's see. He was never going to stay committed to Oregon, from what I've read. It says Duck Banks. Well, I don't know. I had some people tell me the opposite, say that it might have been an error in judgment and that he was thinking about staying committed. I don't know. Who knows? Sure, you probably read that on a message board, and they might be right. I don't know. Screw JB. He needs to shut up. Listen, Josh Bertuccini is I think, honestly, I like listening to him in the morning. I don't mind listening to him. Let's see. Fettuccini. Shit all over the hire. I had to turn it off halfway through. I understand doubt and all that, but good Lord. Aaron Pitts. I know a guy who got arrested for crystal balling in public. Oh, I love it. Who really knows what these recruits are thinking? Well, I mean, again, there's always a family member that talks. I'm just going to tell you that right now, Z-Man. There's always family members that talk, and they're not always right. And, I don't ever really share anything unless I feel like it's pretty good stuff. What I do know is that I've not heard anything out of Criswell's camp. That's what I know. He got caught crystal balling in public, that son of a bitch. Slusher's mom loved the basketball game she was calling the Hogs. Yeah, she was in town. There were a lot of visitors. I don't have that list in front of me, but there were like 7 or 8 visitors here. I don't mind listening to him. Let's see. I don't mind listening to him run face first into a. Oh wow, that went dark. My goodness, do you write movies for DC Comics? Are you a Batman supervillain? Slusher's mom sounds awesome. Yeah. Okay, what are we at? What are we on time-wise? Where are we at? Let's look. We're at 48 minutes. We're coming up on it. Do you share your crystal balling? Yeah, I don't. I'm not. Nope, I don't. My crystal balls are my own. They are. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer them. I got a little bit more time. I'll let this thing carry on for just a little bit longer, but I do appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you so much for being a part of all this and sharing the content and listening, and all of you in Discord. Oh, yeah, I need to share the Discord, don't I? My goodness, what am I doing? Share the Discord now. Come on. Oh, I don't even have Discord up on my computer. What am I doing in life? I'm failing. It always takes Discord way too long to boot up, too. That's my only problem with the PC. Let's see. All right. We got to create the old invite here, and then we got to edit. This I don't like. You got to, go in there, and they want you to edit everything. And, okay, you sure you want to generate this link? Copy. Did you guys see the new Top Gun preview? Tell me there's some Top Gun fans in chat. Please, God. That was my first. There we go. Discord. Boom. Thanks for the live stream, Ty. Absolutely. Well, I'm not. I mean, if you got any questions, I can answer them before we go. Let's see. How much does basketball help football recruiting during this time of year? A lot. A lot, especially because you got the second signing period coming up in February. And if you get some big games in Bud Walton and you take those kids to those games, it's a hell of a lot better. It's a lot better when you've got a full house, when you've got at least 13, 14, 15,000 people in that place going wild for the Razorbacks, it helps a lot. And with Arkansas basketball doing what it's been doing, they're in really good shape. New Top Gun looks amazing. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. That was my very first favorite movie when I was a kid. When my true story here, little toddler Thai story for you. When I was 5, my babysitter used to put Top Gun in the VHS player, and I just, my eyes would be glued to the screen. I had a bomber jacket in kindergarten with the Top Gun patch. I had the aviator glasses. Y'all have no idea. I was all about it. Meh on Top Gun, Alex. Talk to me, Goose. You can't forget the volleyball scene. They got 8 packs, They're sweaty muscles. Let's see, Hogs will get 4 or 5-star offensive lineman. Slusher will be a Hog, says YouTuber Trump. I think he will. I like his odds. I'll say that. Just a reminder, Epstein. I do appreciate the donations too in chat. I really do. I'm not trying to tell you guys to not, or I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate. I don't know what the hell's the deal with Google and these and how they handle donations. I really don't. I've looked into it at least twice, and I'll figure it out one day. I'm just so used to people putting money in the in PayPal. Maybe I should just demonetize the channel completely. You're dangerous. I love that. I love it. Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. 8 packs. Precisely why the girls watched the epic volleyball scene. That preview today they released was incredible. That was so good. I'm so excited for next summer. Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. I say that all the time. I do too. Let's see. Shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it. Let's see. Really quick, let me give you guys... No, the Val game in Little Rock's not till next Saturday, so we got a little while. So we will be live on Friday. The plan is anyways, unless something changes. I'll keep you guys up to date on Discord and here on the channel. Gasp, no black apple cider. You know what? I'm going to say this really quick. I was talking to those guys in Facebook. On Facebook Instant Messenger, we're talking back and forth, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna preview your alcohol tonight, right? I'm like, oh, cool, yeah. Let us know what cider you're gonna use, and all that. And I gave them all the information, and I said, okay, I'm going live tonight at 6. Gonna have your alcohol. They never even bothered to respond. Actually, they asked for my channel page and everything. I showed it, or I sent it to them. They go, oh, nice, yeah. Never heard from them again. So, I don't know, man. Until they get back with me, I'm not going to drink their freaking alcohol here. I'm not going to give them that kind of free advertising if they're not going to at least give me a shout out or something, or at least come through, or I don't know, something. And they didn't even bother. They just completely stopped talking to me. They probably didn't like the swearing. That's probably what it was. Ty, the way she looked at Maverick after she said... I was inverted. I love that. Oh, I love that movie. I could quote it all night. All right. We'll see you guys on Friday. Behave. Be careful. And I've got plans. I'm thinking about this next week. I'm thinking about it. It's in the process. It's in the think tank currently. Possibly doing a weekly or a daily live stream next week. Next week only. Only next week, but every night going live. Might just sit and chill and talk for a little bit. Might play some games. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Play it by ear. But we might do a nightly live stream, at least for half an hour, at the very least, and just hang out, chill. Be cool. Boycott black apple cider. Boycott them. That's right. That's absolutely right. Okay. All right. You guys be good. I'll see you on Friday. Go Hogs. See you around.